Hello everyone, Krydex here. Welcome back to our Nullius playthrough. In our last episode, we finally started establishing the mall that builds buildings, and it is, well, a slow start. Our bots are not currently caught up. So why is this not running? Are we out of these valves? Where are those valves? These are the questions, right here. Yeah, we're out of them. Wow, crazy. I assume they'll catch up. I mean, there's a lot of resources that go into buildings, and we're trying to make 50 of each of them. So I need to... Well, I guess they're not all 50. The chemical plants we should restrict to 20. Especially since we're going to make chem plant tier 2. Really don't need 50 of those. But yeah, so things are getting caught up and slowly working their way forwards. Air filter 1 is all good to go. I guess I haven't done air filter 2 yet, but I will. My base has been using quite a bit more power, but wind has been pretty dang good in the last hour. I'm sure it'll drop down again, but 65 megawatts is on the edge of what I think my base can handle, so I'm not entirely certain that my base will be fine. I guess we'll find out. I also have no idea if we have enough charging ports. I kind of wish I could see bots and then unsee them, but the only way I know to do that, I guess you can tell if there's just always a certain number of things charging. So none of them are like constantly going. So I think I'm okay. But anyway, there's no button. So all I could do is like uninstall the mod and then come back and install it again. Alright, so continuing with the mall here. Gonna just get some of these buildings going. And place a few more. And what else do I need? World's my oyster. I mean, I am going for this. So we have Chem Plant 1. And we have sensor. So I need distillery 2 and laboratory. So laboratory I should be good to go on. And those stack to... Is this one I already checked? Control Shift F. They stack to 10. Okay. So I actually want 2 stacks of those. And then we've got Distillery 2, which is only made, what, in a large? Why? I'm so confused. Yeah, it's only made in a large. So that's another one of those, like, I don't totally understand why. Why can tier 1 be made in a medium assembler, but tier 2 can't? And if the reason is like, well, because you don't have large assemblers in the early game, that doesn't feel like a great reason. Because then, I don't know, it's just not consistent that the same size building can only be made. Yeah, I already complained about that last stream, so I won't do that again. We are going to need large assemblers, though. And can I even make large assemblers? I can. I need belt twos, stone bricks, medium assemblers, and mortar. So there's a couple issues with that, but I will at least queue things up. There. So we're gonna have to wait on distillery 2s. We already have small furnaces, so let's keep going on the furnace train. So we'll get that settled. And problem here, we don't have bricks, nor do we have crucibles, interestingly enough. Refractory bricks I can bring in on another belt, and crucibles are just made in foundries, right? Am I remembering that correctly? I am. Silica. So we can just do this. And make these right here. And this is not in the network, unfortunately. But I have another hanger. So, ta-da! We'll provide those right there. 1 stack of crucibles. That's not very many, but I think that'll be enough. Because so far, I think all I've needed them for is those. Yeah, small furnace too. And I'll need some for Foundry 2s, which I will automate soon as well. In any case, we need to bring bricks over. And those can come from the west. We have a heck of a lot of them. So they'll just plop down onto the top side of that belt. And let's see, let's do something like this. So we get maximum rate. There we go, that should do it. Gosh, that one alone claims it's 7.5, which means it could handle it by itself. Okay, so that's refractory bricks. Those are going to come up and join here. And then we'll put those with a filter inserter into a chest as well. Factory brick. Okay, so that should handle our small furnace, medium furnace 1 issues. Moving on. We need crushers, but let's start with foundries, because I really need some foundry 2s. We need belt 2s for that. So belt 2s are going to be a bit of a booger bear, since we need lubricant for that. And motor 2s also need lubricant, so belt 2 and motor 2 are going to require some help. Now the good news is we do have methanol over here, and quite a bit of it. So we're going to have that come down and go this way. And then I'll have, yeah, I'll just do this up here. I'm fine with that. Still don't know why the belts are not consistently getting removed. So we want to make lubricant here in a chem plant. And we're going to need a couple things. One of them is hydrogen chloride. Now, where is this hydrogen chloride coming from? This is connected to top up, and it's coming from aluminum production, I think? Yeah. Yes, okay, good. All the excess chlorine from aluminum production. Why am I... Oh, that's plastic I'm thinking of. Plastic, the excess chlorine is being used, but here, all the excess chlorine is going to make more hydrogen chloride, which will top up this first. Let's go to 20% top up. That should be okay. So then this is my hydrogen chloride connection. So I need a T underground. And we'll put that here, and then an L going up. I assume 5 lubricant per second is enough for now. Probably not forever. And then we actually get HCl liquid out. hydrochloric. And I'm trying to remember if I can break this back somehow into hydrogen chloride or not. I don't think I can, but... Okay, yeah. We can make calcium chloride out of it, and we can ditch it the long way, and we use it for a few other things, but that's it. Okay. So then we need that output to be connected all the way over to up there. And let's see. These are connected with overflowing to there. So, okay, yeah, we just want to pump this in like so. Perfect. All right, and that will establish a lubricant. And we'll throw a couple more hangers up here. Ta-da! And ta-da! Okay, so we got those. Low power. Oh, that's just because it's charging up. We don't actually have low power. And then we need silicon ingot, so we request bang, 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 bang. Get that going. And now we need motor 2s, which I do need quite a few of. So I'm going to make 2 buildings for it. Insulated. Given the ingredients, I think I'd rather make lubricant run down with a pipe and put them down here. So, because we'll put these 2 here. And then we want motor 2. And we can do this and this. Oh, I actually need to request the chests. I'll just put 20 of each of them for now. 20. Now, why are there no storage chests? We're out of steel sheets. Well, the only reason for that is we're out of steel. It is truly that simple. And that issue is mostly stemming from... Why are these not running? Something's gone wrong. Oh. What's gone wrong is 2 of my crushers don't have an output inserter. That is a problem. That is a large problem. So let's fix that. That should do it. How's it going, Arturg? Yeah, I've been kind of inconsistent. I'm supposed to stream at 6, but my schedule's been a little different lately, so it hasn't always been exactly 6. I'm trying to remember. These are all going on the right side of the belt, so these need to go on the right side of the belt. So we just realized 2 of our crushers aren't even placing... They weren't placing their output at all. So we got that fixed. So hopefully that gives us a bit more iron. Should work. Okay. And then Yeah, these are all working as hard as they can, I guess. Okay, and then steel, you know, half of it is going to science-y stuff. That's where all that metal's going, because I'm not using anything else, I don't think. So that's mostly going to red science. Because I'm not really using these power poles or any of these other metal things, so. Oh wow, 7 to 9 a.m. That's early. So let's see. That puts you... What is that? So many hours behind or ahead? I don't know exactly how that works. Is it Thursday for you, or is it already Friday? I don't actually know how those things work. I probably should get productivity modules for steel, because we don't even have enough iron to keep all these running full-time. Yikes. Although it'll catch up. I mean, when you add a stack of 50 buildings, it takes a while, but once it's all caught up, it won't be as bad. But for now, things are pretty bad. We've used up all of our steel sheets. I also never got seawater intakes. Why is that? Seawater intakes shouldn't be that expensive. And I can't even find them. Are they here? Let's search. There they are. Filter, pump, outfall. I think I did all those, right? Pump. Maybe I haven't done outfalls yet. I'll need to. In any case, we'll connect these. I need some more inserters. And this needs to be a pipe. Hook those up. Do a few squares of those. And then steel gears I don't think I'm making right now. Okay, there we go. Lubricant established. So that's good to go. Alright, now we need outfalls. So this guy, I don't have outfalls yet, right? Outfall, yeah. Outfalls. Okay, outfalls, which then enable me to get seawater intakes, which are here. And I do need some inserter ones just to do all these blueprints. Okay, now I could do seawater intake 2. I guess first I want pump 2, because that's in a lot of things. And then I want wells, which is going to need a second grabber. Oh shoot, that doesn't actually work. I guess this one will actually grab from there. That one grabs from there. So then we got the first 4, but we need pump 2. So 5. What else do I need? Medium tank 2s. That's a bunch more steel sheets gone. Just all sorts of stuff. Factory's gonna take like 2 hours to catch up with all these requests. Air filter 2 needs standard turbine 2, which I still need. Standard turbine 2 requires all that junk. So we're missing steel gears and aluminum sheets, and we need 4 times 5 and 8 times 5. Steel gear, 20, aluminum sheet, 40. So we got that going, and then that will get us... These are pretty expensive. I don't want 50 of them. They stack to 50. Yeah, we don't want 50. So, put that up. We'll say go to 20. Let's see. Standard turbine 2s need standard turbine 1s. I am making those, it looks like. I think I'm making those up here, right? Yeah, that's for the bots. Steel gears, we were making those, yes? Yeah. Okay, so all that's running. We're still missing laboratories because of the glass. So we'll do this, glass, and what is it, 40? Is it 10 per lab? Is 8 per lab. So, so 40. How was I thinking 4 craftings? I don't know. Gosh, yeah, there's all sorts of issues. But we're getting there. Okay, Foundry 2 should have crucibles available. Oh, right. Yep, same issue. I keep forgetting. Crucibles need to go in here. Crucible 15. And then red belts is the main other thing I need that requires lubricant. So then here we will make red belts. And requester chest. Provider. I don't know what happened to that thing. Why is it not built? Oh. Anyway, there's 4 solid ingredients, so that should work. 2 squares of red belts. We are doing pipe 2s, but I need underground pipe 2s. Which are going to be here. Okay, and then we need mortar. I don't even know what mortar is. Sand, lime, cement, and water. And I'm not using cement anywhere yet, am I? Did I already look at this? I think I already looked at this. Don't I need cement for something? Oh, I need it for concrete. Okay. Whew. So sand, lime, what was it? Sand, lime, cement, and water. And cement is silica, lime, and aluminum hydroxide. It's mostly lime, though, so we need a lot of limestone and a decent amount of sand. And then a tiny bit of aluminum hydroxide. Interesting. Why did this stop running? Where's all my silica? Oh, it's all being eaten by the crucibles. Is there something wrong with our silica production? No, it's just pretty slow. I could improve it by making those flotation cell 2s and these crusher 2s. Which, unfortunately, I don't have either of those automated yet, so that'll have to wait a minute. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, continuing the logistics frenzy. Might as well throw crushers in here. That requires a splitter 2 and a miner 2. Ugh. Okay, well, we'll get those going. And now we need a ton of different miners. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll start with small miners. Move to small miner 2. Medium miner. Medium miner 2. Ta-da! And I do think we have aluminum carbide. We did that, right? Yeah, it's over here. Okay. Well, I've definitely overloaded the system. I am quite certain of that. Now we need splitters and... Might as well throw in underground belts, just for the kick of it. Gosh. My poor base. Somehow we still have enough bots for all of this, which is kind of impressive. Why is that not inserting construction bots? Because this says construction bot less than 10. And it definitely has less than 10. Yes, everything is way easier when you have drones. Okay, I'm really confused on this. Construction bot 1, construction bot 1. Enabled condition, construction bot 1 is less than 10. Oh, it's also connected to the logistics network. That was not supposed to be that way. And this is still not working because we still don't have chests, because we still don't have steel sheets. Jeez. Yeah, the steel and iron thing is going to be an issue for a little bit, I think. Unfortunately. I wonder if there's any... Can I, like, pull out... I guess I sort of have an idea. Let's disconnect all this. This entire mall of stuff. Disconnect. And then we'll get a hangar or two close enough. And then I'll change all these to storage. Oh, which I can't build. But I can grab some antennas. No, I can't. My inventory's full. I can get rid of some stuff and then grab some antennas. And then make some myself. And then grab a couple hangers. So essentially what I'm doing is I'm just saying, hey, I want to use this stuff first whenever you request it. And so we'll kind of use up all of these old things. That way. So that's less wasteful. I could also just manually grab all of it and throw it in a couple of storage chests. Maybe that's better. Nah. Let's do it this way. Let it slowly run out. Chest here. Let's see where else. Let's backup turbines. And looks like it. There's some steel gears here. And then some steel rods. which a lot of that is going into my logistics inventory anyway. Maybe if I stand right here, they'll take it to the right storage place. Not quite. Where are they taking it? Are they taking it over here? This is the problem with not being able to see the drones. I think I messed up by setting limits. I think that was less helpful. So I'll just remove these limits. Or at least make them a lot higher. Even then, that's going to bother me if I ever need to grab 1,000 sheets. I would be like, where did they go? They're just hiding in my logistics trash the whole time. Okay. There we go. Because really, I just kind of want to throw stuff in here. Alright. It's looking a little better. What else? I'm not going to need small furnace ones anymore. Not going to need crusher ones. Not going to need regular medium assemblers or foundry ones. These are good things. We'll switch everything out for tier 2 eventually. Okay. And here's some steel sheets that we can grab. I don't need any of that still, do I? I don't think so. The pipes are still important, but those are still set up. Okay. What's my power at? Oh, we're actually lower on power? That's interesting. Thought we'd be using a crap ton of power. Now, I don't think I get any more iron. Yeah, it's not until... it's pretty early on, actually, that we get the next tier of iron ingot, which is graphite, iron oxide, and crushed limestone. Interesting. And we need caustic solution. Iron ingot. So what's different here? So 8 goes to 6 here, and with iron oxide, these ratios are so confusing. 8 is going to go to 5 and an extra third of that. What's a third of 5? 5 thirds? Well, basically just 4 thirds of 5, so 20 thirds, which is 6 and 2 thirds iron oxide. And then that 6 and 2 thirds iron oxide is going to go to almost 9 iron. So that's actually a large efficiency increase. And the amount of graphite is only slightly larger, because here we need 1 graphite for every 6 ingots. Here we need 2 for every 9, so instead of 1 for every 6, we need 1.33 for every 6. So it's a 33% increase in graphite usage. And then obviously a large increase in crushed limestone. But then it results in about the same amount of gravel. Some free lime, some free carbon dioxide, and Yeah, I mean, and then just it takes an extra step. Oh, and we need caustic solution, which is a reasonable cost. We don't, I mean, we do get some of it for free, but we'd have to set all that up. So I'm not going to deal with that yet. Ah, yes, steel. Steel is the large issue right now. So it might be worth setting up another one of these systems. The problem is I'm so close to having better stuff in terms of miners and crushers and furnaces that I don't really want to set up an entirely new chain. I guess I could. Really what I need is crusher. Oh, and I need graphite as well. But I could change all these to tier 2. And then everything would be twice as fast. So I could double it just by changing to tier 2. Maybe I'll do that. 2 distillery 2s. Priority electrolyzer 2s. That needs small pumps. Oh, I need rubber. And some chemical plant 2s and a hydro plant 2, which again requires rubber. Let's go grab some rubber. And then a hydro plant 2, a couple electrolyzer 2s. And have we happened to get chem plant 2s at all yet? I wonder. We have not. Oh, because of the distillery 2 issue, which is that we need a large assembler, which is very frustrating. Maybe distillery 2s are bigger. I guess we'll find out. I'd assume they're the same size, though. Oh, no, I know they're the same size. We've made them before. Duh. So small tanks and heat pipes, we don't have either of those. So let's start working on the mortar thing. Sand, lime, cement. Okay. So this is limestone right here. Cement is silica, lime, and hydroxide. Let's see. So we need to provide hydroxide to the network, is what I want to do. So the hydroxide, fortunately, is difficult to prioritize, but let's do this. And this is tricky. I'll let the logistics network reach a little farther. Need a hanger. At least those are working. Okay, so we've got our hanger, and then got our hydroxide. Now I can set up some cement down here. So cement is made in furnaces, aluminum hydroxide, silica, and lime. Lime is just cooked, crushed limestone. And so we need a crusher. Do I have any of those yet? Ooh, I do. Wow, I have a lot of them. Crusher 2. Crushing the limestone. And then we put that on a belt. Filter stone to the right. Or left. Merge that in. And then we've got crushed limestone here. And then we need... where did it all go? We need to cook that into lime with a few furnaces. Cook. Then we get some extra CO2, which could be provided. Where's the CO2? Here. So we could do this. And then this is actually just a top up to 20%. And then the actual CO2 will come from here. Is this... Yeah, this is gonna work. Alright, have fun at school, Arturg. Man, it's crazy that it's the morning for someone else. Alright, so then we'll turn the corner. Come up here. Then we need an overflow. And then that will get chimneyed. Okay. So that way we're not wasting the CO2 completely. Put the lime on a belt. I'll actually provide some of that up to here. And then cement. What do I do? Lime, silica, hydroxide. Okay. There. Now those make 1.2 lime. These use 3.6, so probably 2 is enough. And we're gonna need a few ingredients. One is gonna be the hydroxide. Hydroxide, aluminum, 50 should be plenty. Yeah, that works. And then that will go to these buildings. And then we need one more thing, which is the silica. And silica's way back there, so I'm fine having logistics bots carry that. How much silica do I need? 4 times as much as hydroxide, so I think even 150 would be appropriate. And we'll put that there. And that will get us cement, which is awesome. And then that will come up. And split. Still don't know why building an underground belt doesn't remove the previous undergrounds, because it's supposed to. And then this guy will provide cement to the network. And then finally, to make mortar, that is cement, lime, sand, and water all put together in a flotation cell, which is pretty fancy pants stuff. Where's the flotation cell again? Here it is. Nope. I know it's made with crushers, but why can I never find it? There it is. All right. Flotation cell 2. I wonder how much mortar they make. I didn't really pay attention. Pretty fast, actually. I also need water, which is not anywhere nearby. So that's a thing. So, yeah, we'll throw this here. We want mortar. This is also where we make concrete. Sand, cement, gravel, water. Mortar is sand, cement, lime, water. Okay, we definitely need to make both right next to each other. So sand is right here. And then I'm providing sand when we need it. Yes, I am doing that. So that means we actually want to request her for sand here. Yeah. Yep. So perfect. Okay, and then concrete. Yeah, and they both need cement. So this will just turn around, feed them both the cement that they need. And then we need sand, gravel, and lime. Now lime, we already have here. So that just needs to make its way over to this guy. Ding. Okay, so we got lime going in. Sand and gravel then. So you will be gravel. And you can drop over there, but you drop on the left, you drop on the right. And then that will come through. And provide to both. Like so. And then we need water, which we can easily connect. And then we need a hydro plant. Outputting clean water from fresh water, which we need a well. Of course, I don't have any of those available, but I can set up an outfall right here. Okay, so all I need is a well. And I think stuff should run. Now, these are super short on silica. Do I know why that is? Ah, we're just not producing a lot of silica. We just happen to be adding in a lot of silica needs at the same time. So many things going on. My power's gotta be low. It's not. I wonder why that is. I guess plastic is actually the main power draw, so maybe we're not... Yeah, we're backed up on plastic, so maybe that's why we're not using as much power. We are getting some medium minor 2s, though, so that's cool. Got quite a few of those. What am I even looking for? A well. Now, top-up valves, I actually think I've neglected to make top-up valves. Is that correct? I think that's correct. So let's get that going. Top-up valves. Yeah, there we go. That should do it. Man, I'd be hard-pressed to imagine not setting all this up before green science. This is going to make the rest of our green science section so much easier because I already have, you know, all these buildings ready to go. It's a pretty big deal. It's going to save me probably hours of handcrafting time setting all this up. And then I'll be able to request exactly the things I need, and we'll set a bunch of inventory filters. It's going to be beautiful. We're just not quite there yet. Here we go. There's some wells. Okay. fine. So we can pop that in down here to get some clean water. There we go. That's provided. Now, where's the cement? We're still out of silica. Okay, let's go improve our silica. Currently... Okay, so we need 3 crusher 2s and 2 flotation cell 2s. So flotation cell 2s we can craft. And then crusher 2s I already have. So let's run over there and fix that. And that will help a bit without having to change much. Okay, and then the rate increases. So we need inserters to be a bit more agile, like so. And then the output, yeah, 2.5, those can handle it. Although altogether that is 7.5, which is exactly half a belt. And then I can just upgrade planner on these bad boys. And then we can save even more power now that we've got tier 2 buildings. I mean, if you think about the power per object, that's using less power to work twice as fast. So the power per silica just goes way down when I get to tier 2, which is awesome. And these crushers are basically free at that point. Alright, didn't I already do an upgrade planner here? There we go. Okay, so that will get me a lot more. I guess now that I look at it, I actually can do slightly more. That will make sure that I have enough sand. I am uncertain about the sides of the belt issue, though. So if this is only supposed to be on the top... there, let's do that. Okay, so that'll get me more silica. Oh, and half of my silica is being used because we took 1,000 refractory bricks. So once that backs back up, we'll get even more silica. So that'll be good. Man, this episode's almost over? Crazy, there's so much to do. Never enough time, my fellow engineers. There's never enough time. Boop, boop, boop. But we did accomplish things. You know, we got cement and lime and mortar, though we haven't technically seen the fruits of these labors. They are set up, technically. Let's just double check on the silica. Are we actually putting that in a chest? Or did I just make that up? I think I just made that up. Silica's here, but it's not going into a chest. That is the problem. For sure. Now I'm out of undergrounds. Okay. See, it doesn't remove it. I don't know why. It's really starting to bother me. Okay, so silica needs to actually go into a chest. I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. I thought I was already doing that, but I was not. That was part of the problem. Now we're delivering some. Sweet. Okay, so then the lime is running. We're all stocked up on a decent amount of lime. And that's providing CO2 to the network, which is currently being used in filters, and that's it. But, you know, it's something. There we go, there's some cement. Oh, I'm not actually putting it on a belt. Let's do that. Of course, I'm out of power. Oh, wow, I'm really out of power poles. I don't even have plastic on my logistics request. let alone power poles. Although I'm going to want power pole 2s. So for now, I'll just grab... Didn't I automate them? Maybe I didn't. I'll just make some myself. Yeah, I'm going to start making power pole 2s. Because look at how much awesomer they are. Alright, so there we go. Mortar and concrete sitting in a tree. We'll run those up. And over. And those each get put into a respective chest. Oh. Move things over a little bit, and then they get put into a respective chest. And we've done it. We've got concrete, mortar, lime, and cement. That's a lot of various building materials. Now these stack to 500 because they're concrete. I would like to cover the world in concrete, but this is not the build that's going to get me there. So I'm just going to let that get to 1,000. And then mortar stacks to 100. I think 500 mortar is fine. Nah, we'll just go for 1,000. And with that, I should be able to make distillery 2s, which I don't believe I've set up anywhere. So let's set those up right here next to the distilleries. Oh, sorry, we need large assemblers. That's what I meant. Which I did already set up. My bad. I set those up here. We have some large assemblers. Look at them. 4x4 assemblers. I've never seen such a sight. So what I'm gonna do is just place this and replace the bad boy. There we go. These things have a massive crafting speed too, which is very useful. And then we actually need small tank and distillery. Small tank 15, distillery 1, 4, 5. And then we need small tanks automated, which are made out of medium tanks too. And then that, oh, heat pipes. It's a bit of an issue. Now, small furnace 2s are being made, right? Yes. They are there. It's just a matter of crucibles. Heat pipes, however, are not technically being made. They are being made here. Billy May's here. So let's make those storage just for now. And I'll just put it on my... I still don't even remember what that's for other than upgrading the chemical plants, but upgrade heat pipe makers. Let's try to spell that right. Because for now this will work. It's the problem... Actually, let's just change this to a requester. And then remove that. And then we'll just make it a little faster. And then we'll make that a provider. There we go. Problem solved. There we go. So we should see distillery 2s any minute now. We've got a problem with medium tanks 2. And we've got a problem there because I'm continually making this mistake where I forget that when I have more than 4, I actually have to add in the request myself. Now the request needs to be for 25. Unfortunately, we don't have any steel sheets at the moment, so I'm going to hand feed it some. But if we let our factory run for like an hour, we should see that, you know, fill back up. Because right now we're just extremely low on steel. Can I handcraft yield modules? No. 1 haste and 2 efficiency. Makes 2 yield, and that will get me 3% more steel. That is a... And they can only be made in small assemblers. I mean, I guess just for fun, let's make a few, but... When do I get productivity modules? Productivity module. Optimization 4. Where's the first one? Is it this? No. I don't understand what... Productivity module 1. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's a long ways from now. So that actually uses yield module 2. Oh, I see. Yield module 2 shows up here, which is 5% productivity, which is quite a bit more than 3. But in any case, it's 2 to 1 efficiency to haste. So 2 to 1. Of course, I'm out of inserters. And motor 2s because of steel. Inserters, you need to be in my logistics requests. It's time. You guys are official. Alright, and I can actually remove this. Okay. So then we'll just put those in a chest for now. And we're gonna go make steel a bit more productive. Just a bit. Just 3%. It's not much. But it's something. I definitely just need to deconstruct all that and put it in storage. Okay, so steel, we're shifting to be yield-based, which uses a lot more power. It slows it down by 5%, but it boosts the productivity by 3%, so those almost cancel out. You know, because we're talking about the speed is 0.95 times the productivity, so we only actually lose 2%. Well, 2.15%, which is basically nothing, given that they weren't running full speed anyway. And this will use slightly less iron, yada, yada, yada. Now, what I am curious about is... Gosh, I don't even have undergrounds. Let me grab some. What I am curious about is if a beacon... strategically placed with an efficiency module is worth it. Because we got 128 on each versus 165 on each. Which is how much on each? Doesn't this transmit half of one module, which is 25%, which is equivalent to an entire one of these. So that is worth it. It'll be even more worth it if I move it over one. Gosh, what have I done to my inventory? Oh shoot, it's still not touching these. I thought it would be. I think we can do that, right? If I switch the oxygen... So then we save a lot more power. Okay, so here we want corner, corner, and just a bunch of parallel pipes. Goes up, and then this guy is a T to to go that make the oxygen go left. Oh crap. Right here. Oh shoot, that's the wrong kind of tea. Needs to be this kind. There we go. Then I'll just move these back. And then just make them regular long inserters, which works fine. And then get rid of that gravel. This moves down. That's a 1 to 3. Crap. Jeez. It's so annoying. Go away, extra items. Okay, so that 1 to 3 goes that way. And then, I mean, I guess this is the easiest way to do this. We'll do an L here. And then we have the parallel boys taking the output. And then we can just throw inserters on this side, make sure they're all powered up. And then we can save some. Now the other question is, should I put a haste? I should put a haste there. They're not the biggest consumers of power in the first place. And haste will increase my maximum amount of, what's it called? Throughput by quite a bit. Because the speed goes up by 20%. And the energy consumption goes up too, but that's okay. So then now these are all a little bit faster. So they have 5% more crafting speed and 3% more productivity, which is then equivalent to 1.05 times 1.03. And now the power usage is 1.22. Is that what I'm seeing? So divided by 1.22. Other way around. 1.22 divided by 1.08 divided by 1.03. So we're using 10% more power per piece of steel compared to if we weren't using any modules. Plus an extra 100 kilowatts overhead. But that gets me a little bit more steel. Probably worth it, given my steel issues recently. I'm sure the steel issues will eventually work themselves out, though. Buildings are expensive, and trying to craft 50 buildings, or even 20 buildings, is a pretty expensive need. And we're still out of chests, probably because those needed steel, right? Or these ones. Yeah, steel sheets. So until I have a lot more steel sheets, I assume that's going to continue being an issue for quite a while. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to call it an episode here. Even though we haven't been able to catch up, we have officially automated Distillery 2s, which were the most difficult one because of the large assembler piece. And we've automated most everything else. There's probably a few straggler buildings I still haven't dealt with. Like, I don't think I've done hydro plant 2s, a couple other things. But we've got the better miners going now, so I can set up a new ore patch somewhere. So that's great. In any case, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.